Hey everybody, I hope you had a great Easter. I made a trip up to Five Below last week, I think. I don't know. It was the same day as I went to Refresh Toys, but I stopped at Five Below while I was there, and look what I found for $1 a piece. These are so cool. They're little retro builds, so you have your soda fountain, an arcade machine, vintage radio, handheld game system, old camera, and my favorite one is this little desk with the office chair. But let's take a look at the builds themselves. So the first one I have here is the soda fountain that you see on top there. So you get your handles, all your different colors. It looks really cool. It was a pretty fun build. My wife actually assembled this one, but she had fun doing it. And I'm very happy with this build, especially considering it was only $1. Next, we have the vintage arcade machine. I've definitely seen better arcade machines than this one. So not my favorite, but it was only $1. This one is really cool. It is the vintage Boombox. And you see your buttons where, you'd fast forward, rewind your cassette tape, whatever. And you have your speakers, even an antenna and the handle so you can, hold it up on your shoulder. Pretty cool. I do really like this build, and again, only $1. It was only 32 pieces. It was pretty fun. Here's one of my favorites, which is the handheld game system here. The handheld console is what they call it. Everyone knows what it's supposed to look like, but it was pretty cool. It was easy to build. Looks pretty awesome. Great for, just kind of displaying up on my shelf. Big fan of this one. Again, only $1. You guys need to get to Five Below. Another one of my favorites in this set is the little vintage camera here. So you can see you have your lens, your flash, your button. Pretty cool build. I'm pretty happy with it. Again, only $1. Sits up on a shelf. Looks nice. Obviously, it's not as good as the Lego cameras, but those also are a lot more than $1. And then my absolute favorite is this. Let me adjust my camera. This is my absolute favorite of all of these. So you see you have icons on the desktop, you have your cup of coffee. These drawers, they're a tight fit, but they do actually slide out. So you can actually use them as drawers. This back leg likes to fall off all the time. But it's not just the desk, you also get the chair, which is awesome. So now, my minifigure me has somewhere he can edit some videos. Again, these were all only $1 a piece at Five Below. If you have a Five Below nearby, definitely stop there and see if they have them. They weren't with the rest of the blocks there. They were actually up near the checkout lane. But yeah, see if you can find them. These are awesome, and I definitely recommend them.